Hey, what's up guys? And today I'm going to do a highly requested video. Been getting so many questions about this everywhere, every video, in the comments, Instagram, everything. And that's the Mxgp setup. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, I am still learning. I'll probably update this video once I become more familiar and better at the game. Like, I'm still learning, still trying to figure things out here. I learn these games later. I never learn them early. So I'm just gonna give you guys like a few tips when it comes to setup because honestly, if you're looking for just dropping your lap time based on setups, you're not gonna find that. You're never gonna find lap time just on setup. So I'm just gonna give you a guide and try to like push you in the right direction because really, it's more of a comfort thing than a lap time thing. Unless gear ratio, that's the one thing I'm still kind of curious about. So I'm gonna go with the other stuff like brake response, accelerator mapping, and wheelbase. Now these three things I have found a pretty I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty positive I know what's good for these. And that's gonna be aggressive on brake response and aggressive on accelerator mapping. And for wheelbase, I run short, but I still don't like wheelbase short. I'm pretty sure short's the way to go, but I've seen people run long and it's not, it gives you more stability and stuff like that, but honestly I feel like in this game you want your bike to be as loose as possible. And then now it's a suspension. Now people in this game, they think suspension is everything. They think like it's where all the lap time is, the just your speed, everything suspension. I'm gonna make it clear that it's not the case at all. This game, I feel like suspension in this game really doesn't do much for lap time or um like comfort. It's more your opinion of what you like. So I'm just gonna show you guys what I've been running, and I'm still testing. I'll show you two different suspension setups, and you guys kind of decide and then make your own adjustments to it because you're not gonna find lap time there at all. There's gonna be no lap time for you in suspension. So the suspension setups I've been messing around with are this one. It's full right on the top two. Uh, one click from full right on the bottom on the next two. That will be two clicks to the right on the next two. Two clicks to the left on the next two clicks to the right on the next two clicks to the left on the next two, and then two clicks to the right on the last one. Excuse me. Here, I'll leave this up for a second because I know I went through that pretty fast, but you know, you could just pause the video and go through it. Here you go. And then I'll show you another setup I've been messing with. Here it is. This is what I've been running. I do like to have pretty, to the far right because in GP19, previous game, if you have your suspension to the far right, it actually did give you like a pretty serious lap time gain. So I'm still trying to keep that mentality, knowing Milestone with their unrealistic setup system. So I kind of like to push it all to the right on a few. But in this game, it doesn't really matter at all. Like I could run stock and be just as fast. So I just run it just to run it, to be honest. This is my other setup I'm messing with. Credit to Ganj for this one. This is a good one. Okay, now gear ratio. This one's pretty big. I feel like this is where all the lap time comes because there's lots of complaints on this game with bogging up in corners and straights and all that stuff. So I feel like gear ratio is definitely where you could fix that and the most noticeable difference when playing this game. So I'm gonna show you the gear ratio I've been running mostly, and then lately I've found that there may be better gear ratios than that. So this is the one I've been running mainly. It's long gearing, two clicks to the left on all of them, except first gear all the way right. Now it looks kind of weird having first gear all the way right, like why do you want such a long first gear? But the reason I like such a long first gear is because in this game, there's a weird like pivot glitch thing where if you like lean too hard in corners or messed it up, your bike kind of like gets yourself stuck and it rotates. And I feel like first gear is just super free and it helps with that. And also first to second with this setup is crisp. Like you could go first gear to second gear and it literally feels like one long gear. It is actually super helpful, and it's long gearing, so you're not going to be like in the limit on the limiter on first gear. Like it's really nice having a first gear that's like really usable in slow corners, and then right to second right away. One thing I've been noticing though is third and fourth are just not the best. Third and fourth, kind of a downside on this setup, but yeah, this is one you guys could try. And then the other one I've been using is the the Darth Moto setup. There's a guy that has a setup tutorial on his channel, and I tried it out, and I actually really like it. It's this right here, short gearing. This is the other setup I've been kind of messing around with, and I kind of like this one. It's got good third, fourth gear, exact opposite of the other one, but second and first are just not really anywhere to be found. This is more of a third, fourth gear setup, so I'm still trying to find a setup that could kind of be versatile for all that. And also another thing, another gear ratio I've been running is literally just plain stock, really. Like stock gear ratio actually kind of is really good. So I'm kind of torn between those three gear ratios, and I'm gonna do more testing and try figuring it out, and maybe make an updated video for you guys later on. But for now, this is what I've been running, and it's just a quick guide. I'm not trying to tell it, like, if you're looking for a lap time, you're not gonna find it. Like I said earlier, it's really all about comfort and just testing what feels good for you. Like, I still don't really know what the best setup is. I'm having a hard time figuring out the differences and stuff with that. Some people are probably more sensitive to the differences in a bike than I am. But yeah, guys, this is what I've run so far, and I'll catch you guys later.